Hey everyone, your friendly neighborhood silhouette here, along with some familiar faces, Sneaky Agent and Kitty Travel. Today we're bringing you the Block Empires weekly update. Although it seems like it's been quite some time since the last weekly update, well actually by that I mean it's pretty much ancient at this point, isn't it? We've going on, what guys, how long has it been since we actually had one of these last? About 5 years?
5 to 6 years.
Wow, it has been some time. But hey, don't worry about that. We're knocking the dust off of this now, and we're going to be reviving this weekly update to give you guys a sort of regular briefing on the progress of the server, what we're looking forward to, and some of the ideas we've been bouncing around. We're late. As some of you probably recall, I mentioned before that we were running into negative time getting this out there. We kind of planned to do this about 2 weeks ago or so. Mostly because of some issues we've been having getting to a point where we felt that we could really start getting this out there. In particular, some generation issues, but it's all settled. We're here. This is it. Let's get started. Man, it sure brings back some memories, doesn't it? This is New Haven. That's New Haven. It's the gem of every iteration of Block Empires, and we're bringing it back. It's coming back with this server, and it's going to serve as the main spawn and hub, just like it did in all the others. For those of you who were around at 3.0, you probably recognize it as being the same one. It is. We kind of just ripped it right out of the earth there. We don't feel like it got enough justice in the last one, seeing how short it was. And we're really hoping that this one, gets a lot more use, and we want to give it another chance at doing so. We are planning quite a few different changes, so we're going to be moving some stuff around, maybe removing some things, maybe adding some new things. It's going to be pretty radical, and it's going to go in a much, much more interesting direction, I think. So guys, I really hope that you are looking forward to this and that you will be very interested in the radical changes and new additions to this familiar city. It's going to be really fun, guys. So we decided to do some different stuff this time around. In particular, we decided to maybe change the world up a bit. We're not going with World Planner this time around. We're going to actually be experimenting with random generation, and it's going to be really interesting. We're not going to settle for just anything, so we've been working out the best of the best different ways we've managed to find to actually generate this world that you're all going to be playing in, and we're all going to be building in. We've got all kinds of generation types and options that we're messing around with. Look at some of this stuff. It's pretty amazing. I like that Viking ship myself. And let me tell you, this in particular is what we put in so much kind of toil in, and what's really, really, really delayed us so much. Trying to get the right thing here, and I really hope you guys appreciate that this is something that is really going to be pretty amazing. Don't worry though, we've gotten everything narrowed down, and we're proceeding through this phase as soon as possible. We're actually making some final decisions on it. And the next one, we're going to start getting people in here to hopefully get everything worked out.
Okay, we're going to have mythic mobs. With mythic mobs, they're going to be special mobs. We're going to have vanilla mobs and the mobs, the mythic mobs. We're going to have world bosses. With the world bosses, there are going to be some that are going to be roaming around that you're going to be able to kill with some of your friends, or some that you can be able to kill solo. We're going to have some that are designed for 3 to 10 people that you will not have to be in a dungeon in order to kill at all. We're also going to have mini bosses into some dungeons, and then we're going to have bosses inside dungeons that are optional. By killing these bosses, you will get better rewards. We're also going to have event bosses. Some will be up to the staff when they want to spawn them in, and some will be on special days. We're also going to have eclipse bosses that will be available only at specific times, and they will be able to drop specific items for that. Mobs will drop hero XP and drop currency. Depending on what type of mob you kill, depends on the drops. Some will be rare and some will be better than others.
That sounds pretty amazing. What about the classes? What about the skills? Like, what are we dealing with there?
With the skills, we're going to be using heroes. We're also going to have races. But unlike last time in 3.0, they will not limit you. You're going to be able to wear any armor and use any type of weapon that you want. Some will have more benefits, like if you're the archer class. But more on that, let's head to Kitty.
So being introduced in 3.0 will feature 7 new classes in total. They will not be restricted by your racial association, however. Currently we've finished 6 of them. The Aegis revolves around buffs for allies and curses for foes. The Mender is a buff and healing class that is mostly party-based. The Duskblade is the rogue class, who has a glass damage a glass cannon of damage, but it slips in and out of fight pretty easily when it gets kind of rough. The Juggernaut's the big beefy fighter who takes reduced damage. The Sharpshooter is the Ranger class who's got a great mobility, but a variety of arrows and very low melee combat ability. And the Spellslinger, who's the big mage.
Is he also a glass damage type?
The Spellslinger's not so much.
Well, hopefully none of them are too much glass, you know. Although that'd be cool. We can make a class where you just walk around as a pile of glass. Wonderful. No one will want to step on you near you at all.
You have Thorns 5000. There you go.
There you go. All right. Well, what do we have next? Let's see. So, Kitty, tell us about the races then. What are they about?
So, we'll of course have the 4 normal races: orcs, dwarves, elves, and humans. But since classes aren't locked by racial association anymore, we had to give them their own benefits. Orcs will be alchemically inclined. Being from the Nether, they have the ability to brew both quicker than the other races and make unique potions. That means in addition to all the usual vanilla MC potions, they'll have other potions such as saturation and absorption. Dwarves, on the other hand, will be able to repair armor, with the potential of keeping all of the enchantments on that armor intact. It's more likely that when an item is repaired, it'll just lose a level off the enchantments on it, and there's a small chance that they may just lose all of the levels. Which one do you want to be so far, Snaky?
So far, dwarf. This way I can repair my armor, and because I like my hobbit holes.
Racist, you could have asked about the other two.
Could've.
I'm kind of feeling them, though. I like dwarves, too. But what about the other two?
Elves are well adapted to jumping and dashing through the tree traps, which makes them quite nimble, so they'll have a natural damage reduction to falls, reducing it to 50% of its original damage, with a 25% chance to negate the damage in its entirety. So these will be the best exploration race if you really want to find that treasure. Humans are adjusted to the plants and wildlife from their many, many years of cultivation. Extremely skilled in herbalism, they have the ability to instantly replant wheat when they harvest it, as well as guaranteeing double drops from plants. In addition to this, right-clicking cobblestone or stone brick will turn it into its mossy counterpart. But of course, none of that sounds too good until you get to the biggest benefit, which is farmed food. For humans, eating farmed food will give them a +6 to hunger, or 3 drumsticks worth, no matter what the farmed food is. So melon can even be quite useful.
Huh. You know, I've never really thought melon was all that appetizing, but plenty of people seem to think the opposite. Okay, well, that's pretty amazing. Is there anything else we need, guys, from here?
Doesn't seem like it.
Nope.
So, all of that stuff is very exciting, and I bet you're thinking we're all out of surprises. But you're wrong. I've got one more. Look at that. Brilliant fish. I know maybe that's a little too exciting for fish, but it is. It's fish. We've got fish, and for particularly keen eyes out there, you'll probably notice that we've got a very, very special fish that has its own texture. We've got a resource pack this time around. I think we had one before, but this one I've kind of worked on a lot myself. And while one of the main features for it right now is these beautiful, beautiful fish from various games and other things that you've seen throughout your lives, I'm really happy with it. It's very fun. Currently, as of this writing, we have about 162 fish in the game, and we're probably going to be adding more as we get more and more ideas. They're going to be used for quite a lot of things, for selling, for money, for collecting, and I'm going to throw in another thing. The first person when the server opens who gets all 162 fish and shows them to me, I'm going to give them a special reward. But that's all for today. Thank you for joining us for the Block Empires weekly update. We brought it back since a long, long time ago, and hopefully we're going to keep going with this. Guys, did you have fun?
Yep.
Yep. And kitties, what?
I almost had fun.
Oh, well, we'll get it next time. Kitty's hard to please. But guys, thanks for joining us. I hope you had as much fun as we have, and we're really looking forward to getting this all put together. Let us know, what kind of things are you looking forward to when the server opens? What kind of features are you interested in seeing when it comes up? definitely contact one of us. You can get me on Discord. You can get us in the comments of the YouTube video. You can get me on the forums even, although that one might take a slightly more amount of time, especially the time it'll take me to get back down to Earth. Oh no. Oh no. But anyways, looks like we're blasting off, guys. Just kind of, let us know. Later.
Have a good one.